So in this video, I want to go through some more examples of factorising a quadratic into a single bracket and then solving. So our first example is 2x squared plus 10x equals 0. Now, first thing to spot here is that both 2 and 10 have a common factor of 2. So you could divide all through by 2 first. Alternatively, you could think, well, both terms have a 2 involved and both terms have an x involved. So we could factor both the 2 and the x out of a single bracket, and on the inside of the bracket would be x plus 5. Okay, so just double checking, 2x times x makes 2x squared, 2x times 5 is 10x. And then either the 2x is equal to 0, dividing both sides by 2, you get x is 0, of course, or this bracket is 0, in which case x is equal to minus 5. Okay, so you could divide all the way through by 2 first, and then factorise to get that, or you can leave it there. It's really up to you. I would say that if you can spot some cancellation at first, dividing through by the 2 is a good move. Okay. Now, I anticipate there might be some people thinking, now Jack's saying we could divide through by 2 there, but in the previous video said we can't divide through by x. Now, there's a difference between dividing through by 2 and dividing through by x. Dividing through by 2 just doesn't change anything to the equation because you're not solving for 2, you're solving for x. The moment you divide through by x, you lose a solution. Okay, so just be a little bit careful in knowing kind of like what you can factor and divide through by at each stage. So 2x squared plus 7x equals 0 is our second example. I do just want to say also, there are some equations where dividing through by x may be allowable if you know that x can't be 0. Okay? So there are scenarios out there where it is allowable. It's the point is, it's not that you can't, the point is that you've got to be careful to make sure that you're not losing solutions. Okay? I just want to make that clear. Okay, right, I digress. Right. Number 2, 2x squared plus 7x equals 0. So 2 and 7 don't have any common factors. Okay, so both the terms do have an x involved though, so we can factor the x out of a single bracket and we're going to have 2x plus 7 inside the bracket. So either the x is 0 or this bracket is 0. Okay, so either 2x0 or 2x plus 7 is 0. Subtract the 7 from both sides, divide through by 2, so x is minus 7 halves. If you could go straight to x equals minus 7 halves from that, spotting that bracket, then great. Okay, that's really ideally where you would want to be, particularly if you're studying higher. Okay, number 3, 3x squared take away 4x is equal to 0. So 3 and 4 don't have any common factors, but we can factor an x out, and we'll have 3x take away 4 on the inside of the bracket. So either the x is 0, or, now if you could do that in your head, that's x would be equal to 4/3. Okay? If you're not confident about that, put the 3x take away 4 equal to 0, add the 4 to both sides, divided through by 3. Okay? You will kind of like, if you're a bit rusty about that, you will get faster at it. Okay? The more you practice, the quicker you'll get. Right, number 4. 5x squared take away 8x equals 0. 5 and 8 don't have any common factors. Both terms have an x though, so we can factor out the x. 5x take away 8 inside the bracket. So either the x is equal to 0 or x is going to be equal to 8/5. So let's solve that equation. Add the 8 to both sides. Divide through by 5. Okay.